Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, obviously you can tell by the title, it is a massive makeup haul. Oh my god. Okay, so I have used a couple of these things, but literally like once. I went to Cardiff the other day and I just went on like this big shopping spree, but it is actually stuff that I needed top-ups of. There's a few new things, not gonna lie, there's a few new things. Obviously, like when you go makeup shopping with the intent to get like one or two things, it ends up being like 50 things. I mean, it wasn't okay. But what I'm really angry about is no one fucking told me that Debenhams has now got a massive Kat Von D section, a massive Too Faced section, and a massive Makeup Forever section. What the fuck? I mean, literally, Kat Von D is like in this massive corner where perfume used to be. Like it's the whole corner, like the whole thing. So I actually didn't get anything from those three places because at that point I had spent so much. So, but you know, Christmas time I will be hitting those counters hard. But yeah, I've got a mixture of high-end and drugstore. Of these things I will be able to tell you about them because I've already used them, but some of them they're completely new to me and I haven't used them, so I will tell you which ones are which. But if you like this makeup look as well, I just filmed it, so keep an eye out for that. Please excuse my raspy ass voice. I went out on the weekend and I think it's a mixture of screaming, being sick, you know, that, you know, when you go I've just made myself have a sore throat. And yeah, I didn't do my hair today because I couldn't be bothered. That's the truth. Yeah, let's just get on into the haul. So I'm going to start off with the drugstore. The first thing that I picked up is the Revolution contour kit. Now I've seen NYX have a contour kit that looks basically exactly the same. I know NYX you can like remove the pans, but I think this is like £8, like different versions of this. I don't know if there's one for like light skin tones and deeper skin tones, but I obviously just picked up the one that looked like it would suit me best. Hang on, it is sealed. But I felt the powders in the store in Superdrug and they felt really like creamy and buttery. Come on, get off. I don't really have like a drugstore contour like powder kit, so I'm excited to see how this will work. I feel like this shade is calling my name. Yes. I mean, they feel really nice. So that's that swatch, but it swatches quite nicely as well, like really smooth, really smooth. So look at this dark one. Ooh, the darker one. So that's the darker one there. Those two are matte, and then these two have like a sheen to them. This, I don't know if you'll be able to tell, but as I'm moving my hand, it has like a sheen. So yeah, I'm excited to use this. I wanted to get it so when I do like more affordable tutorials, I've got something to work with. Obviously as long as it's good, I will use it. I won't be using it if it's bad. Sorry, but yeah, I'm excited to try this out. Okay, the next product I got is the Barry M Liquid Chrome Highlighter Drops. These are in the shade Beam Me Up. I actually used these in my last tutorial and I really like them. I put it on top of powders and it was fine. I just put it on with my finger and then kind of blended out the edges, but it's not as blinding as I was hoping, like my Cover FX drops, but it has a really nice glow to it. So I want to use this as like a base as well, like a primer. I think it'd be nice for that. But as you can see, it does have really nice sheen to it. They have other colours. They have like a more pinky one and a more bronzier one, but this is like the middle sort of champagne gold shade. But yeah, I like it. Okay, next product I got is the Blushing Hearts Triple Baked Blusher from Revolution in the shade Peachy Keen. I also used this the other day in my tutorial, but it basically looks like this. There's like 3 stripes and it's a shimmery bronzer, a shimmery blush. I just can't help myself, so I always go for like peachy blushes. I was going to go for one of the more pinkier ones. They have lots of different shades, but yeah, that's basically it. But there, it is absolutely gorgeous. It comes off a bit more pigmented like on my face, like it looks a bit more like pink. which I don't mind. I really loved it. So if you want to see how that looks on the face, check out my last video and you will see it there. But yeah, I actually really love this. I think these are like £4 or something, so really inexpensive and well worth the money. As always, I had to pick up a double pack of Real Technique sponges. I'm sure I got these like 2 for £6. Like, unless I was looking at the wrong like tag thing, I always grab a pack of these because I love to use these to apply my foundation and my concealer with, and I also use these to set my face with powder. So yeah, they're really inexpensive. I did always used to buy the Beauty Blender, but to be honest, like, they do the same job. They do feel different, I'm not saying they feel the same, but yeah, I just find that these do the job and there's no point in like spending more money when you don't need to. So yeah, I love these. Okay, from NYX I got, right, I really wanted the NYX glitter glue because I'm basically out, but they didn't have any left, like the full size, so I seen this little box. It has like 3 glitters and then it has a mini glitter glue. So I think this is like £15, which I think the glitter glue on its own is £8. So I mean, it's a pretty good deal. You get like a gold glitter, a copper glitter and a red glitter. I mean, I don't need those glitters because I have glitters those colours, but I really wanted the glitter glue, so that's basically that. I'm not gonna take it out. I was just gonna attempt it, but these motherfucking seals piss me off. Those are the glitters that you get. You can see that they're just nice warm autumn fall colours. You know. This glitter glue is literally like the exact same as the Too Faced one. I love it. It's so inexpensive and it lasts ages. It obviously doesn't last as long for me because I'm using it all the goddamn time because I use it on clients and stuff. But yeah, if you're looking for a good glitter glue, this one is awesome. Oh, fuck's sake, man, these fucking things. Ugh! Why do they seal them? Why do they seal them so well? I know people like are ratchet and want to open everything, but fuck, these are so hard to get off. These plastic things. Okay, also from NYX I got one of their slide on, glide on eyeliners. This is just like the blue one. Oh, so nice. It's just like a very in-your-face blue. I don't have a blue eyeliner this colour. I've got like dark, like navy blue, I've got like turquoise, but I don't have like an actual, just like cyan blue. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, it has like tiny little flecks of glitter, maybe you can't see, so it's mainly just matte. But yeah, just thought I'd pick this up for when I do my crazy colourful makeup looks. Another thing from NYX is the Epic Ink Liner. Oh my god, you need this. I did mention this in a favourites video, I think. Not too sure. But basically, it is a felt like tip eyeliner and it has like suspension in the lid, so it's always got product in the tip, like it never dries out, and it's just a little brush tip. So I don't know if you can tell, but it has like the finest tip and it's meant to be exactly like the Kat Von D Tattoo Trooper liner, but as you can see it is like really black and it stays on for ages. It says it's waterproof. I don't know if it's waterproof. I mean, if you was like on a night out crying your eyes out over your ex with his new girlfriend, I mean it'll probably come off. but I mean, like, as long as you're not crying, it stays on. It doesn't crack off or like, you know, dry up or anything. So yeah, really enjoy this. This is like £9 I think. But the fact that I like it so much is because normally with felt tip eyeliners like this, they normally dry out, like it doesn't stay like in the actual tip. But because there's like a spring in the lid, it makes sure like it's always wet. So yeah, absolutely love this. You need it in your life. If you love a good winged eyeliner, this is like the easiest thing to use in the world because of its shape and it's so like pointed, you know. So yeah, picked up another one of those. Okay. Okay, another thing I also got from NYX, which is basically like the glitter glue, to be honest with you. It's called the NYX Multitasker, so it's like a mixing medium. So I guess you can use this to make eyeshadows into like eyeliners and stuff. But it basically just feels like a gel yeah, it does definitely have more slip to it than the glitter glue. The glitter glue is more like tacky. This has a little bit more like sort of oiliness, not oily, not an oily feeling, but kind of oily. So yeah, I guess you could use that for eyeliner, but I used this the other day as an eye base to make a pigment stand out, and it definitely done the job, and it made it last all day on my eyelid. So yeah, I recommend this one. I think this was around £5, I think, something like that. I know you're probably all sick to death of hearing me talk about the Freedom eyebrow pomade. Ever since I found that, I haven't bought my Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brows anymore, because I find that it works exactly the same. It has the same consistency, and I just find that it lasts the same. So I bought 3 new brow pomades from Freedom, and I bought the shade Dark Brown, Chocolate, and the shade Soft Brown again, which is the shade that I use. But yeah, if you're looking for an inexpensive brow pomade and you don't want to dish out the money on Anastasia Beverly Hills, these are £5 each. So I got 3 for the price of what I would get 1 ABH dip brow for. So these are just so worth like having a go. Even if like you find that you don't like it, it's £5. It's not gonna, you know, break your bank. I absolutely love these, and I found these in Superdrug. In the Cardiff one, you can get them online, but they don't really sell Freedom in like smaller like Superdrugs. Okay, so the next is a foundation which I used in my last tutorial. Something else I also used is the Max Factor Healthy Skin Harmony Miracle Foundation. This is in the shade Light Ivory. I also have the shade Beige. I bought the shade Beige first, but it's so dark and it does oxidize, so just be wary of it. But basically, this is a very sort of like thick gel-like foundation. It has sort of like a gel consistency. It kind of like, I don't know, it kind of like smooths over your skin and like doesn't fill in my pores, but makes it look a lot smoother. It's like full coverage, medium to full coverage. You can build it up, and it has like a glowy finish. I found my new Holy Grail Drugstore foundation, and I always like never really look at Max Factor. Like I used to when I was younger, like when I was first starting off makeup, and you know, when my mother would do her makeup, she would always use Max Factor stuff, like when I was younger. Also, I found out that CoverGirl and Max Factor are like owned by the same people, or like Max Factor is a sister company or something. So basically, I've been noticing that American YouTubers have used their CoverGirl Healthy Elixir foundation, which is basically this. It has the same packaging, it has the word healthy in it. So this is like the same product as that CoverGirl foundation, it's just obviously Max Factor and in this bottle. And their Facefinity foundation, the Max Factor one, is basically the same as the Outlast Fabulous 3-in-1 foundation, which I love. I got that. I bought it in New York when I went there like 2 years ago. Obviously it's out of date now, but I still use it. And yeah, that's such a good foundation, so I'm going to purchase the Max Factor Facefinity to compare. But yeah, I thought that was an interesting fact, because we can't get CoverGirl here in the UK. I don't know if anybody knows that, but yeah, it's quite hard for us to get CoverGirl. So I picked this up and I literally love it. I used to love L'Oreal True Match, that was like my holy grail, but they've changed the formula, at least in the UK. Ever since they changed the bottle, they changed the formula, and it's just not the same. It's not the same. I tried it on the other day and it looked horrendous on me. It was so dry and flaky, and wow, it looked so bad. But if you have dry skin, you would really like this. It's nice coverage, like full, basically full coverage, and yeah, it has a glowy satin finish. I have seen oily skin girls use this, and they say that they like it as well. So I mean, if you like that glowy look but you're oily, I would try this. It's obviously not that expensive. I think it's around £10. But yeah, and they always have offers on in Boots and Superdrug, like 3 for 2 on Max Factor and stuff. So yeah, I would definitely check this out if I was you. Okay, so from Maybelline, I brought another one of my Maybelline Brow Precise Micro Brow Pencil. I was loving the NYX one, and I do still love that one, but this is just a little bit more creamier, It's the same sort of thin, nice thin, I don't even know what to say, thin point. It's nice and thin, so it gets those like brow hair strokes really nicely, and it has a little spoolie on the end, and it's just, yeah, it's been really nice. This is the shade Soft Brown. I've been through like 4 of these so far because I like them on the days where I have not that much makeup on. I just like to run this through my brows really quick. So yeah, picked up another one of those. It is life. You need a, I feel like the Drugstore is finally starting to like get with it, get with the program on brows and actually make good brow products. So Maybelline, you are the one. So finally, oh my god, I can't even deal with this. So if you watch YouTube a lot, you will know that America have so much more than we do still to this day. I mean, we have got better, you know, in the UK we have got better, but you know, there's still things that we need that America does have that we don't. So I always used to watch Tati, and she would always use the Maybelline Age Rewind in the shade Neutralizer, and now we have it. Oh my god. So yeah, I found this in the big Superdrug in Cardiff, and they also have the shade Brightener. I've opened the shade Brightener. It's like a pink tone, and this is like a yellow tone. So basically we've always just had the shade Light, Nude and Tan, is it? Something like that, just the 3 shades. And the light shade is always like my shade when I'm fake tanned, but the shade Neutralizer is lighter and it's more like light yellow. That is then I really like using a like bright yellowy colour when I have fake tan on. I do like using the pink one for dark and dry circles because pink counteracts blue tones. So yeah, I picked both of them up and I love them. This is like one of the best Drugstore concealers ever. I do like the shade Light as well. I'm gonna swatch that one next to them. So that's the shade Light. As you can see, the Neutralizer is more yellow than light. Yeah, if you haven't tried this concealer, definitely try it. It is one of my all-time favourite concealers, regardless of the fact that it's cheap, so yes. Okay, and then also from Maybelline, I always get Maybelline Lash Sensational Mascara. I also get the waterproof, and I use this in my kit. I use this for myself. I haven't found a mascara better than this, and anytime that I have bothered to try anything, it just doesn't do anything for me. So this lengthens and thickens, does everything. It has the same wand, well basically the same wand as the Benefit Roller Lash, so if you like that and you want a cheaper alternative, this one is the bomb. Then my last affordable makeup product is the Bourjois Rouge Velvet Lipstick. This is in the shade 01. I just liked it because look at the shape. Look at the shape, yes. Perfectly goes with your lips, but I don't know how to... Ooh, that's just nice to like lighten it up a bit. I just swatched this on my hand in the shop and I was like, yes. This is like a creamy matte lipstick and it's just a nice peachy nude. This is what I always go for, and yeah, it has like that warm peachy undertone. It's definitely not pink, it's more peach. So I wanted to get one of those. I did buy a Bourjois lipstick before and it was awful. It was like really, really sheer, but this is like nice and pigmented. Ooh. And it feels like moisturising as well. It doesn't feel like a drying formula. Oh, this is in the shade 01 Hey Nude. Okay, now on to high end. I picked up another one of my Bobbi Brown Vitamin Enriched Face Base. This is my second one of the year. I still have quite a bit left of my other one. But it is kind of coming towards the end, but yeah, I feel like I can't really say anything more about this. It's a really good under makeup primer, like moisturiser in one, and it's really, really good for dry skin. So I think it'd be good for oily skin as well, but it is literally like a godsend. I cannot live without this. Primer, moisturiser, whatever it is, oh my god, it's amazing. So yeah, I had to pick up another one of those, and I think it has gone up £2 now. It's £42 now. It's not £40, but I'm still gonna buy it. I'm still gonna buy it. So next I got the Smashbox Primerizer. This is a new product by them. It says 24-hour hydration, instant moisture, lightweight, blah 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 blah, last all day makeup, blah 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 blah. But it's basically a primer and a moisturiser in one. It has hyaluronic acid and niacinamide. Can't really say that, but I tried this the other day in my tutorial. I went ahead and said it reminded me of the texture of semen. Sorry, but it does. But it's very, very like liquidy. I don't know if you could see. You can see it's like running down my hand. When I rub it in, it's very like watery. It literally feels like you've put water on your hand. It just sinks in to the skin really like fast. But I really enjoyed it as a primer. It does kind of be a slight tacky feeling, like after a while it does kind of go a little bit tacky, so it kind of have the same feeling as the primer water. I don't know if you've tried it, but oh my god, Smashbox Smashbox have a primer water which is like Fix Plus. They all do the same thing. Yeah, I definitely want to try this. I have the Smashbox primer oil, which I never really like use, I gotta be honest. If I do want to make like a really matte foundation a little bit more dewy, I will add 1 drop, but I don't actually use that just on its own to prime. So I feel like this is more of a winner for me than the primer oil. But yeah, I really enjoyed it when I used it the other day, and it definitely gives you like hydration. It just feels like your face has just drunk a glass of water. So I always get the Urban Decay All Nighter setting spray. This is just really good at making your makeup last. I mean, I always put this on my clients. Everyone always says how much they notice their makeup lasts longer with it, and it does. Skindinavia, it says Urban Decay by Skindinavia, so if you've tried Skindinavia setting sprays, you might think, oh, these are quite similar. It's because they are owned by the same company, so they have a lot of the same ingredients, but I do think Skindinavia is meant to be better, but I find the Skindinavia is quite hard to get hold of. So the next best thing, or the most easily accessible thing, is Urban Decay. They have quite a few setting sprays. I haven't tried any of the others really. I always use this because it has the word all nighter on it, and it just makes sure that my makeup lasts a lot longer than if I were to not use it. So yeah, it's oil free, paraben free, temperature control technology. So that means if it's like really hot, this ain't gonna move. Okay, so next thing I bought is the Hoola Quickie Contour Stick. I love the actual powder Hoola bronzer. It's one of my favourites. I've actually run out of it. Need to get it again. I have the Do the Hoola, which is the liquid version, which is quite orangey. I only use that when I'm like fake tanned. I would never use it when I'm like pale, because it does have that sort of reddy orangey undertone. But I used this the other day, and oh my god, this undertone though, it's just like the perfect contour shade. It looks like it's orangey on my hand, but it's not, and like it blends out really, really nicely. It translates like an actual contour shade on my skin. So yeah, I really, really liked this the other day. I've only used it once, but I mean, I'm excited to keep on using it. But yeah, I much preferred this tone and shade to the liquid one. It's definitely more up my street. Okay, so this might actually surprise some people, because a lot of people have asked me before, and I'm like, oh, I've never tried any of their foundations. But I finally have bought NARS Sheer Glow foundation. I haven't tried the Luminous, is it, I don't know what it's called, Luminous Silk. It's not Luminous Silk, is it? That's Giorgio Armani. You know, All Day Luminous, that's it. I haven't tried that one, but I will at some point. But yeah, I've always wanted to try NARS Sheer Glow. A lot of people said that it's not that sheer, it's quite nice coverage. But yeah, I've bought this in the shade Stromboli, so it'll be my fake tan shade, because I don't really wear that much makeup in the days anymore. I also bought a pump. This is so annoying, like why do MAC and big companies like this do this? This is already like over £30. Why are you charging me £4 extra or £5 extra for a pump? Like, it should be in there. It should be in there. Why do they do this? Oh, so annoying. Like, so annoying. I hate it so much. So I'm gonna put in the pump now. Ooh, this feels nice. Do you know what? When you rub it in, it does feel quite thick. Like, not thick, but like it looks like it's got really good coverage. That's like a nice shade. It's like got an olivey undertone. So that's the shade Stromboli. And I am so excited to try it. It kind of looks like it doesn't look too glowy. It looks like a nice sort of satin finish. So yeah, we'll see how I feel about that. I will definitely let you guys know how I get on with it. I obviously have dry skin, so I was like, I think the Sheer Glow will work for me. I just can't believe that doesn't fit on it now. Like, that has given me anxiety. Like, I want to put it on. Like, I can't just leave it like that. God alive. God. To repurchase an oldie but a goodie, it is the Naked Skin Concealer in Light Warm. I used to buy this like all the time, non-stop. It does last quite a while though. But this is like my light sort of pale yellow shade that I always like to buy for when I'm fake tanned. But yeah, that is the shade there. I just really love this concealer. It's really lightweight, but it gives good coverage. And it doesn't really crease that much on me. Yeah, and it just blends out like a dream. I love it. It's not like really drying or anything. It's nice and like hydrated. Okay, and then I always buy from MAC my Select Cover Up Concealer in NW15. It's just this one in the small tube. I only really use this for as an eye base, and I like to tap it into my eye and I bring it all the way around. I did it on my last tutorial, but yeah, I don't really use this as an under eye concealer, but it's marketed as a concealer, but I just like to use it as an eye base, so I had to get one of those. Then also from MAC I picked up 2 lipsticks, and I just wanted to get some nice like kind of sheer glossy lipsticks suitable for brides, because like I obviously do bridal makeups, and I always find that I don't have like the perfect like pink and the perfect peach. They're either too peachy or too pink, so yeah, I got the shade Angel, which is like a classic. I've never actually owned it before, so this is the first time I am owning it. But that's basically it for there. I don't know if you can tell, but it's a cream sheen, so it's more on the sheer side, but you can build it up. And it's just like the perfect sort of like baby pink. And then I also bought Peach Blossom, which basically looks the same, but it's definitely more peach. Oh god, can you hear me? Okay, so this is Peach Blossom, which is more peach, and this is Angel, which is more pink. I don't know if you can tell the difference, but I mean, I can, so. Last thing from MAC, I bought another MAC Studio Fix in NC40. I just wanted a new face powder for when I'm fake tanned. I do have NC30, but sometimes it can look a little bit grey, I feel. So I got this because of the girl, she recommended it. That's over there, so hopefully it will set my face the same colour as my fake tan. I did want to get a darker one, but the girl was like, no, like it'll be too dark, trust me, so I'm hoping she was right. But yeah, I love MAC Studio Fix face powder. It's really good, it's got good coverage, it sets my face nicely, it doesn't look like overly matte. I don't know, it still, I don't know, keeps my glow underneath. Do you know what I'm saying? I like it. So now for my Inglot products, I made an order off the actual Inglot website, the UK website, and I decided to pick up the Inglot HD Perfect Cover Up Foundation. This is in the shade 77. I actually wore this on Sunday, and I wore it for a good 12 hours, and my makeup lasted really well. I got the shade like for my fake tan, so it is quite dark, but this, oh my god, it's like, it's quite a moussey consistency. It reminds me of the texture of MAC Studio Sculpt, like the gel in the tube, gel Formula 1, but that one goes really patchy on me and it doesn't last, and it has more of like a dewy finish. This goes down to like a matte finish, but I don't know if you can tell, but it is like really thick, and when you're blending it in, it just kind of, I don't know, it has kind of like a blurring sort of technology in it as well. Like when I was applying it, I was like, oh my god, my skin looks really like all my pores were gone. So I really like this. It's definitely a heavy duty foundation. If you don't like, you know, thick foundations, you won't like this because it's definitely on the thicker side. But yeah, I think it was around £24, something like that. But you have 35ml in here, and you know, they do loads of different shades. This shade is really like good, like olivey undertone for fake tan. So it looks way darker in here, but like on my wrist, on my hand, it's like my fake tan shade. Do you know what I mean? So far so good. I have only worn it once, but I really liked how my makeup looked when I wore it. Provides long-lasting coverage and conceals imperfections, ensures natural, flawless finish, adjusting to each skin tone and mattifying the skin. So yeah, it's definitely a matte formula. So if you have extremely dry skin, you might not like it, but honestly, because it like smoothed over my skin, I think it wouldn't really emphasize dry texture that much. But I think it would definitely be good for oilier skin people. So yeah, I love it. Also from Inglot, I got 2 of the AMC pressed powders. I forgot I don't have like any spare Z palettes to put these in, so they're just loose at the minute. The shade 66. So these are shades for when I have clients who are a bit darker. And this is a bit darker as well. So this is the shade 63 and this is the shade 66. I don't know if you could tell, but this one is darker. See if I tilt it down like that, you can see. This one is more like dark orangey. This is more like the actual face colour. They do have like an olivey undertone. They're not actually like orange. They definitely have like an olivey undertone in real life. This one, number 66, is definitely like my actual skin tone, and then this is more like a bronzer. On me anyway, but I'm glad I got those 2 colours. So this is 63 and 60... No, this is 66, the lighter shade, and 63 is a darker shade. So, last few things I got one of the Inglot gel eyeliners. I didn't get the infamous 77, which is the black. I got the shade 94, and I watch Makeup with Jar, and she always uses this shade. It's like a taupey, like shimmery shade. Yes, as you can see, it's like a silvery taupey colour. But that's it, but she basically uses this to cut her crease. It's just a little bit more creamier than a concealer, and it just blends a bit better when you're trying to like blend it out into like a half cut crease, I find. I did use it the other day and I really enjoyed it. And then she also uses this as like a base for pigments. So I will show you what the pigments look like that I picked up. Look on top of this. Oh my god. Inglot pigments are just insane. If you have never tried any, I would highly suggest going on Makeup by Jar's YouTube channel, and she's got like her Inglot pigment collection, and she swatches them all. Oh my god, they are everything. I already got quite a few shades, but I just bought another 4 more. Lol. These are about £16, but Inglot as a brand is quite inexpensive, like in my opinion. Like their single eyeshadows are like £5, those pressed powders are like £9, so I mean it's really good, like value for money, and these pigments will just last you ages because there's so much in there. But this is this shade 124. I don't know if you can tell, but it looks like nothing in the thing, but watch this now. It is like so like metallic-y and glittery. Oh my god, could you die? So I did put that on top of that eyeliner, but it looks exactly the same without that as a base, but it just makes it so it adheres to the actual hand. But look at it, it's like in some angles it looks bronze, but then it looks like taupey silvery. I don't know what it is, but it has like a purpley undertone as well. It is like the most beautiful pigment ever. So that is the shade 124. So the next one is the shade 123, which is more of a like a pinky gold. I have one that looks similar to this. This is just more like an amber sort of gold colour. It's not really like super glittery either. It's more of just like a foil. So this one is my favourite. Has more like sort of glitter in it, and then this one is more like just like metallic. So I don't know if you can tell. Yeah, so the The top one is 123, the bottom one is 124. But they are gorgeous. Next one is the shade 119. This one definitely looks more like purpley. It's like purpley mauve with like blue-green flecks through it. Oh my god, I don't know if you can tell, but that's it there. So that's the shade 119 and it is amazing. So 119 at the top, 123 and 124. Oh my god, could you die? I die. It has like a pink mauvey shift to it. Girl, oh my god. Okay, and the last one is the pigment number 86, which is a really nice pink with like a goldy sort of undertone. Oh my god, guys, it is that pink one on the end. Can you see? It has like in some angles it looks like a greeny gold. I can't really describe it, but it is gorgeous. Oh my god. Oh my god. Like in this angle it looks green and then I turn it back to me and it looks pink. But yeah, these are all like duochrome kind of things. Absolutely stunning. Okay, so finally that is all I have for today. I don't know how long altogether I filmed for, but I will try and make it as short as I possibly can. I remember my last haul was like my New York haul, which was like 2 years ago, and that was like 45 minutes. So I'm hoping it's shorter than that. But if you do like hauls, give this video a like, please subscribe, and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys! Mwah.